Hey everybody, how is it going? This is Kirsten here. Thank you for joining me for this new episode of the Balanced Vibes podcast. Please, if you're not a member of my Fit and Fuel Facebook group, I would love to see you there. So please join. It is on Facebook and the name is, like I just said, Fit and Fuel. So when you join the group, you get access to lots of free information that is not shared anywhere else. I'm going live there multiple times a week, sharing information on different topics, usually around strength and strength training, fitness, muscle building, fat burning, health, all that good stuff. And we're always doing it from the perspective of health and longevity. And we're not doing crazy diets or no like extreme crazy workouts, nothing like that. So trying to keep things nice and balanced there so that you can stay healthy, whatever your goal is. Health is always has to be a number one. So please join that group. And also, my second ask is if you're watching this episode or listening to it through a podcast app, please subscribe and also help me to get more people's eyes on this podcast. So you can do it by sharing it with your friends and family, and you can also do it by subscribing if you're not subscribed yet. All right, so this is all for my introduction today. And today we're going to talk about some tips that I have for those who are new to strength training. And they are honestly more like mindset training. We're not necessarily going to talk about, sets and reps today, but we're going to talk about the right mindset, how you want to approach the strength training, because this mindset is really important. It really determines whether or not we are going to stick with that strength training or we're going to kind of drop it super quickly and go find the next thing that we think would give us good results. So mindset is important. It sounds probably like super cheesy. Oh yeah, there's another mindset talk, like there's not enough already. But it really, really does matter. So I have a couple of points here today that I wanted to kind of expand on. And the first one is that less is more when you're getting started. So I know that when people get super pumped about their new goal, and this especially happens around January 1st, right? People get super pumped and excited and make these commitments that go like, I'm going to sign up for 6 days a week and we're going to do this group fitness training. And then I'm going to go running after that. And then I lift weights during my lunch hour, whatever, right? So we're like overcommitting, overdoing. And what is the result of that? Maybe you do it for the first 2 weeks and then you just drop off, right? Because it was just too much. You're not able to handle that much physically or schedule wise or mentally. It's just too much. So this was an extreme example, right? What people sign up for, like doing crazy stuff. But sometimes even like signing up for like smaller things, thinking, should I do 5 workouts a week? Should I do 4 workouts a week? And I would say that if you're a beginner, start with 2 or 3. Build consistency there and do that. And you may notice that you're going to start getting great results really quickly and you feel good. You notice the signs that we're going to talk about in a little bit. The things are going better, then you don't have to add. Why would you add, right? I mean, if you really enjoy it, if you truly enjoy it, you love being in the gym, you love move, of course you can, but don't think that you have to absolutely like push like 5 workout days a week or 6 workout days a week if you can get great results from just 2 or 3 workouts. And for many people, it even takes time to get consistent with that because you may have like these grand plans, but the reality is that actually it's hard for you to get to the gym 3 days a week. So maybe you should start with 2. So start with something that's doable and enjoy the results and don't necessarily push more if it's not needed. So I want you to approach this with like this approach, like approach this with the approach. Approach this with this mindset of like, I'm going to do whatever gets me the most results without me like overextending myself. You don't have to overextend yourself. You absolutely don't. All right. The second thing I want to tell you is it takes at least a year to start seeing really profound results in your physique, right? So you can absolutely get results already after 2 months of consistent training. Some people think that even that is too long to wait, but it is not. I know in our instant society, it's like, give me the results, I need them quick, but it doesn't work like that. Okay, you can get some results in 2 months. You're definitely going to start feeling better. Strength wise, you may notice that your clothes are fitting better. You may start noticing more muscle definition. That's all cool. But let's say like 6 months in, now we're talking, okay, you've been consistent with those 3 workouts a week, absolutely starting to see something. But when you want to like big change, like really noticeable change, give yourself a year of really consistently going to the gym, doing the work day in and day out. Not every day, right? You know what I mean? 3 days a week, or even sometimes two is enough for total beginners. So it's going to take a year for you to stay patient to start seeing results. And I think it's actually awesome because that also shows like who is in it for the long game, because you kind of have to be. You can't expect quick results. I know that this is the opposite what everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people on social media and so on are telling you, that you're supposed to get results super quick. And look at, I don't know, Janet, she got really great results in 2 weeks or something. Maybe not 2 weeks, but like 1 month or something. So it doesn't happen that quickly. And strength training, it's a little bit slower. You could get your weight down quickly with lots of cardio, even HIIT training, you get the weight down. But I don't want you to focus on that necessarily. Focus on how your body's changing, focus on your health, and to see like profound changes in that. That's going to be like a year. You're going to feel really, really great. Okay, then the next thing I have for you is to notice the health benefits that you're getting. So don't be so attached to the scale. And a lot of people obviously start fitness because they want to lose weight. But the health gains are also really important. So what can you start noticing? So many people are telling me they feel better energy. They feel like their sleep is better. After you do it for a couple of months regular, you start like, my libido is picking up again. A lot of people experience better blood sugar balance, especially those who have had issues with that before. I have had clients who are telling me that their inflammation markers were down, their cholesterol markers were so much better as a result of doing this, exercising for a while. So notice these things too. Don't only look at the scale, and understand again, this is a long game here. This is really a long game. You have to let go of this urgency and this panic and anxiety to get results really, really quick. Because if you do that, then you're gonna just choose the wrong types of workouts. It's really easy to get the weight down quickly with tons of cardio, like I said, but this really shouldn't be your approach. If you want to do it for health too, and if you want to change your body composition, there's only one thing that changes the shape of your body. It's not cardio. It is the lifting. And women generally don't get bulky no matter what the stories are that we have been told. It's hard to get super bulky unless you do this like professionally, and every step on the way is figured out. Like, this is the time I eat, and these are the exact portions, and these are the exact workouts, and I have like a team who takes care of me and cooks my meals and all that. Like, if you do this for years and you supplement, you know, then who knows? But for like everyday person who's like regular average gym goer, you're not gonna get bulky. So notice how your body's changing. It's gradual, but also notice how your health is changing. It's getting better. Okay. Then the next thing I want to tell you is to just focus on, when you're inside the gym, focus on improving your skills and strength. And again, leave the weight loss on the, the, what's the saying, back burner, I guess. If you want to get really good at this, you want to perfect your form as much as possible. Perfect your form, get better at it, because that will allow you to get stronger. And just it's so much more important to do, let's say, 6 squats with a perfect form versus like 25 squats with a crappy form, right? So keep that in mind and just focus on getting better. Like when you go to gym, see like how good can I do this today? Not like how many did I get, how many reps did I get, and how many different exercises I went through. And this is all irrelevant. It doesn't matter. This is the mindset a lot of people have from group fitness classes. They just like think they have to do a bunch of stuff at once. But no, you're gonna get a better workout if you just do like few exercises and then do them like really, really well. Perfect your skill. This is really what's gonna give you the good foundation for the future to lift heavier weights and therefore get stronger and get more health and physique benefits out of it. Not too long ago, I did a podcast too about how to get results even if you only have like 20-30 minutes a day. So I'll link to that below too, so you can find it. So there too, I will say basically that you can do like 2-3 exercises per session, and that's better for you versus doing like 25 really rushed and kind of half effort exercises, that's not going to get you too far. Yeah, you get a little bit of movement, but it's not the same quality and it doesn't give you the same result. Okay, so keep that in mind. Now, the next thing I will say is to consider investing in a good personal trainer if you can, and not group classes. I know the group classes can be like such an easy point of entry for everybody. They're cheaper. They seem like more fun, but I will tell you that investing in a good personal trainer, even if it's just, let's say, like 6 to 8 sessions, so that you get the foundation down, so that somebody's there watching like how you're doing the movements. So this is really the foundation for the future, because from now on, let me tell you, you're going to do this forever now. This is not meant to be like, yeah, you can't get out of this anymore, but this is meant to encourage you. This is fun. This is your lifestyle. This is what we're doing now. We're healthy and fit people. So we are working out. So invest in those, let's say 6 to 8 sessions. If you can't do more, that's a good starting point. And work with a personal trainer and let them really teach you everything you need to know about the most important movements, right? So you want to learn how to do a squat, deadlift, bench press, overhead press, row. You want to do like lunges, you want to do walking lunges, split squats, all the exercises that are really beneficial, really useful. So you want to make sure that your form is good. And 6 to 8 sessions should be pretty good to get you that foundation, so that if needed, you can move on your own. And then, like I say, you cannot get that from a group fitness class in general. Like if it's a smaller class, let's say like up to 5 people, yes, then your trainer probably has time to give like individual attention to everybody. But if it's more than that, I know this, I was a bootcamp trainer, I know this, super hard, right? The music is blasting, like we're counting the reps, everything's like go, 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 go. There is no way that I could, even if I really wanted to, teach everybody in like 20 people group how to do the perfect squat. So a lot of things you just don't have the time to do this. That's just how it is. So I really recommend that you invest in some sessions with a personal trainer. And the other thing, like I said, like, yeah, the group class is something that seems like an easy point of entry. What's even easier point of entry for a lot of people is like doing free videos on YouTube. But I will say that most of these videos, they have no structure, no rhyme or reason why things are doing a certain way. I don't know why there's so many out there. Typically what you get is like this girl who's like in incredible shape and has these abs and booty and cute clothes and all that, and just doing some sort of like circuit training with relatively light weights and with some bands. And so many people do it. And I think there's often this like perception that if she's doing this, she must know what she's doing. But this is not always the truth. And a lot of times the exercises that are shown in these workout videos are really not the ones that give you the results, because you hardly ever see this person who is teaching you doing like actual like heavy squats with like kettlebells or barbells, where she's actually sitting there like 2 minutes between the sets. Because what would happen in the video? Like, we're just sitting here now. Nobody wants to see that, right? But that's how you should really train. Or can you imagine like watching a YouTube video where a person is doing like, okay, today we're doing like 3 really heavy deadlifts, and then we're going to sit for 5 minutes, and people are on the other side of the screen like, okay, what are we doing here now for 5 minutes? People want that movement and this excitement, but let me tell you, this is not how you get real results. And if you get a really good personal trainer, then he or she will teach you how to train with real weights, heavy weights, right? So do that if you can. And then when you get some experience with working with a personal trainer, then I recommend that you start, if you can, continue working with the trainer. Or what's something a lot of people do these days, and I think it's a great option too, is to find a workout program that you can follow. And now learn a little bit like what to look for in a good workout program. So like I said, good workout program generally isn't like tons of circuit with tiny weights. It's not going to get you very far. So what you want to look for is something like, does it have the basic exercise that I listed, like squat, deadlift, bench press, row, overhead press? Like, does it have big movements that you do with relatively heavy weights? Or is it just like a ton of tiny little things, like 15 plus repetitions of everything with light dumbbells and bands? Because if this is the case, it's probably not the program you want to go with. Also see if there's any rest periods programmed into it, because there should be. If it's like 30 seconds on, 10 off, again, don't buy this program. You don't want to do like these fast circuits. And also watch kind of like the language that you see like in the programming, or like maybe in the marketing of the programming. See if it's something like, burn more calories, or anything that's kind of, it's really like, I feel like targeted towards women, like burn more calories, or like these will get you out of breath and get you like burning and sweating. This is irrelevant. It doesn't matter. It should be more like what gives you real strength, what builds your muscle. So we're looking for things like that, right? And I don't know why it's like, it's so unfortunate that everything's targeted towards women is more like burn off the food and let's get the booty burning and let's burn more calories. Like this is so bad, and this is not what you want to do. So when you are getting better at this and you start looking for like workout programs, see what are they like. Do they have rest periods? Do they have big lifts? Do they have like, the main components? And this is probably a good program. And if you're buying somebody's program, I think it's fair that you can even reach out to them and ask, hey, what does this program have? How is it structured? I want to know a little bit more about it. And this is how I do with my Train to Build too. I have even given, when people ask me these questions, I haven't even given them like a simple workout. Hey, this is what it's like. This is what you can expect, because I think it's fair that they can kind of see that it's not like one of these like 15-minute mini circuits that we do 25 different exercises, and that's just not what you want to do. So as a beginner, you may not know. You may think that these like mini circuits and fast-paced things are the way to go, but they really aren't. So I really hope that this episode, this what I'm telling you right now, will help you to understand what's really valuable and what isn't. And then the last thing I want to say is how to approach your strength training, like in general, like how you should think about it and what kind of mindset should you have going into it. I would like you to stay like really calm and present and stay consistent and avoid any panic, right? Panic, anxious, urgency. These are the things we want to avoid. And I understand that it's difficult to do when you have a weight loss goal, when this is the reason why you get into strength training. You're like, I need to lose this weight super quickly. Let's go. Like, this is the first of like, this is the most common, like, first January reaction. This is how we do things. But I don't want you to do these things like that, because then you tend to go overboard. Then you tend to like overdo things. You go into things with like too much intensity. You started from a wrong place. You probably start from the place of like self-hate. And I don't want that. What I want for you is like thinking, I'm going to do this because I want to improve my health. Yes, I admit I want to improve my body composition too, but I understand that this will take time, and I'm not going to be down 10 pounds tomorrow. And this is going to be like a 1-year project at least. And then I'm going to continue, of course, after that too. And I'm going to take it one day at a time. I'm going to trust the program. I'm going to trust my trainer. This is going to work. I'm going to do it differently, right? Because if you have this experience from the past, maybe where you've done like, everything has been like based on this urgency and intensity and fast pace, then you may have this like bad experience with it, and that's normal, of course. And then you didn't get results, so you burnt yourself out. Now tell yourself, I'm going to do it differently this time. I'm going to give it a try, see where I'm going to get this if I'm taking this really patient, kind of slow, calm, present mindset and avoid the panic. Where I'm going to get, where I'm going to be a year from now. Years too far? Oh my God, I can't wait for that long. Well, you kind of have to. If you want to really see profound results, remember, it's going to take about a year. So I hope you can stick with it. All right, this is all, I think, for today's episode. I hope that this was helpful. Please let me know. Was it? Was it not? Did you learn something new? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for listening or watching, and I'll see you again in the next episode.